106.3 Canberra traffic.
Nominate your sporting club for this month's Community First $500 donation at geraldslaven.com.au.
In Holt, an accident on Southern Cross Drive at Bow Repair Crescent causing delays in all directions. A crawl in Curtin for the Tuggeranong Parkway both ways at Cotter Road. We're seeing delays in Black Mountain for Caswell Drive northbound coming off the Glenlock interchange. Hitting the brakes in Acton for Parks Bay westbound at the approach with traffic back into the Acton Tunnel. Quitting smoking is hard, but so is heart disease, emphysema and mouth cancer. Choose your hard and choose to give it up for good. Visit health.gov.au/give-up-for-good. This message is brought to you by the Australian Government Canberra. Wake up with Kristen and Nige and drive home with Canberra Wrapped on Mix 106.3.
The Nissan Duke, featuring Apple CarPlay. Now, from only $78 per week when you finance with Nissan Future Value. Plus, the standard 5-year unlimited kilometre warranty. Book a test drive at Nissan today. The Nissan Duke. Let's improvise.
Famous for freedom, the new Jeep Wrangler, only at Golson Jeep Fishwick. Amplify CBR News.
Yuma, good evening, I'm Madeline Riddell. A Queensland man has been charged with a cold case murder more than 20 years since the body of a man was found by kids in the Nepean River. 34-year-old Jason Palmer disappeared in February 2004, allegedly fatally stabbed before his body was weighed down and dumped in the water. Overnight, police arrested a 52-year-old man during a vehicle stop. While another rate reprieve has been delivered for borrowers, with the Reserve Bank leaving rates on hold for the 7th time in a row. It remains at 4.35%, and some experts believe it could stay there for longer than originally predicted. RBA Governor Michelle Bullock says it appears the path to controlling inflation is narrowing.
The board does need to be confident that inflation is moving sustainably towards target, and it will do what is necessary to achieve that outcome.
Moves to rebuild our recycling facility here in Canberra. In the upcoming territory budget, $26 million will go towards a new recycling facility in Hume on the site damaged by fires back in 2022, while more people living in apartments will be added to a trial of food and organic waste collection on the city's north. And Taco Bell could soon be making its way to Canberra. Artist impressions of the proposed redevelopment of the KFC store along Canberra Avenue in Fishwick shows the store sharing a site with a second restaurant and Taco Bell signage pictured out the front. Despite this, there's still no official word at this stage.
Win big with the Great Aussie Giveaway. You could win a share in over $200K of incredible prizes. To enter, get your free property report at aussie.com.au. Discover the potential selling value of your home or any Australian property. It's your chance to drive home the ultimate adventure prize, a Toyota Hilux Rogue and Easy Trail Caravan. Plus, there's over $65K of weekly prizes up for grabs. For your chance to win, get your free property report at aussie.com.au or meet an Aussie broker. Make Australia's best-selling compact SUV yours today. Get that new car feeling for less in a brand new MG ZS from just $22,990 drive away. Hurry into your local MG today.
Amplify CBR Sport Harvey Norman clearance on now at Fishwick and Belconnen. Must end June 30.
Checking sport in the NRL, Raiders forward Tom Starling has been ruled out of this weekend's clash against the West's Tigers with a concussion. This paves the way for Zach Wolford to play his first match for the Green Machine this season on Sunday. And in the AFL, West Coast co-captain Oscar Allen is closer to making his long-awaited return from a knee injury that's kept him on the sidelines since round 1. He says he still doesn't know for sure if he'll line up against Essendon this weekend.
Not yet. No, I've still got to get through training and then it's like everyone else, see if Simo picks me or not. But yeah, happy to even be in the consideration for playing this weekend. It's been a tough, 13, 14 weeks now, so just looking forward to be playing footy at some level.
This is Will, and Will always likes more. That's why Will uses car sales to buy a car. We have over 200,000 new, used and demo cars to choose from, all there on the app.
Perfect.
Car sales in Melbourne Storm. More, better.
Amplify CBR weather. Join the Canberra Labour Club and go in the draw to win $5,000.
Dropping down to -4 degrees overnight, while partly cloudy tomorrow and getting up to 10. Get the latest news anytime with Amplify's Canberracast podcast.
Join the Canberra Labour Club and go into the draw to win $5,000.
In Bruce, an accident remains on Gungahlin Drive, northbound at Ginninderra Drive, with traffic back to Black Mountain just past Belconnen Way. A crawl in Madura on the Madura Parkway, northbound approaching the Federal Highway. The A-Mart end of financial year sale is on now. Get 20 to 60% off absolutely everything store-wide, including lounges, dining and bedroom. Stores are open late tonight, so hurry into A-Mart. Wake up with Wilco and Courts on the new Hit 104.7.
The Nissan Juke, featuring Apple CarPlay. Now, from only $78 per week when you finance with Nissan Future Value. Plus, the standard 5-year unlimited kilometre warranty. Book a test drive at Nissan today. The Nissan Juke. Let's improvise.
Experts in personal injury compensation. It's all they do. bloomers.com.au.
Amplify CBR News.
Good evening, I'm Lewis Haskew. Hero cop Amy Scott has today been given one of the highest honours in New South Wales Police, the Commissioner's Medal for Valour, at a ceremony in Goulburn. Inspector Scott was the officer who confronted, then fatally shot Joel Couchy, putting an end to his deadly stabbing rampage at a shopping centre in Sydney earlier this year. Australia's head of News Corp has told MPs it's time to stand up to the social media giants. Not only is Michael Miller urging them to make companies like Meta pay for the news they publish on Facebook from local media outlets, he's also told a hearing session at Parliament they should be made to block content that's too extreme or explicit.
I find it surprising that the platforms can easily block the news, but they can't block the harmful content that targets Australians. They can block that content, and they will if you make them.
Doctors are being urged to go easy when it comes to prescribing antibiotics. It's all to do with a nationwide shortage of the drug due to a surge in viruses such as pneumonia and whooping cough. There's a food recall for some popular Aussie frozen pizzas. McCain's ham and pineapple and barbecue chicken and pineapple family pizzas have been pulled from supermarket shelves amid fears they could contain metal pieces. Scams are evolving in Australia, with some cyber criminals now turning up on our doorsteps, impersonating the likes of NBN workers. Here's what Aaron Bugle from security software company Sophos says you should do if one comes knocking.
Close the door, call your internet service provider and ask them if there are any upcoming appointments that you should be aware of. Any of those pressure tactics that the scammers are trying to impose on you, they should just be immediately considered as red flags.
And with the sun now set, our shortest day of the year has officially come to an end. Today's winter solstice means there was just 9 hours and 46 minutes of daylight here in Canberra.
Win big big with the Great Aussie Giveaway. You could win a share in over 200k of incredible prizes. To enter, get your free property report at aussie.com.au. Discover the potential selling value of your home or any Australian property. It's your chance to drive home the ultimate adventure prize, a Toyota Hilux Rogue and Easy Trail Caravan. Plus, there's over 65k of weekly prizes up for grabs. For your chance to win, get your free property report at aussie.com.au or meet an Aussie broker.
Make Australia's best-selling compact SUV yours today. Get that new car feeling for less in a brand new MG ZS from just $22,990 drive away. Hurry into your local MG today.
Join or renew your Vikings group membership. $3 for 3 years. Vikings.com.au.
In the NRL, the Dolphins host Melbourne to kickstart round 16 tonight, while in the AFL, it's Carlton v Geelong. And Aussie Josh Giddey has found a new home in the NBA on the eve of the Bombers' Olympic campaign, traded from Oklahoma to Chicago as part of a player trade this morning.
This is Will, and Will always likes more. That's why Will uses car sales to buy a car. We have over 200,000 new, used and demo cars to choose from, all there on the app.
Perfect.
Car sales in Melbourne Storm. More, better.
Phillip Mitsubishi's end of financial year sale on now. Melrose Drive, Phillip.
We're getting down to 0 degrees tonight, ahead of a mostly sunny top of 13 tomorrow. You get the latest news anytime with Amplify's Canberra Cast podcast.
Community First $500 donation at geraldslaven.com.au.
Delays building in Jerrabomberra for Lanyon Drive, eastbound approaching Thompson Drive with traffic back to the Monero Highway. Bumper to bumper in Majura for the Majura Parkway, northbound approaching the Federal Highway due to peak hour traffic. A stop-start run in Palmerston for Gungarland Drive, northbound approaching Gundaroo Drive with queues back into Franklin. Moving home? Don't do it alone. For every stage of life, Storage King has hassle-free storage solutions. Store before the end of June and get 1 month storage free. Search Storage King conditions apply. Wake up with Kristen and Nige and drive home with Canberra Wrapped on Mix 106.3.
Prepare to go offline. off screens, off socials, and off-road. Prepare to be moved. The all-new Nissan Pathfinder.
Famous for freedom, the new Jeep Wrangler, only at Golson Jeep Fishwick. Amplify CBR News.
Yuma, good evening. I'm Madeline Riddell. Vape sales have been officially banned from outside of pharmacies, but the government had to water down its plan in order to get support from the Greens. Instead of only being able to buy vapes with a prescription, eventually regular customers will be able to just buy them over the counter. While a 31-year-old man's been arrested over 2 alleged abduction attempts on Saturday, ACT police say a woman running on a path near Athlon Drive encountered the man who tried to pick her up and carry her off, while they say a second woman then reported an incident where the man attempted to grab her while she was walking her dog. The new head of Australia's Climate Change Authority has explained why he didn't pursue nuclear energy when he was the New South Wales Liberal Energy Minister. Matt Keane says he discussed the option 5 years ago with a professor who'd actually run a nuclear program, but was told it would be too expensive and take too long to build.
Now, I didn't want to bankrupt the state and I didn't want to put those huge costs onto families. That's why we introduced the Electricity Infrastructure Roadmap, which planned the transition to renewables backed up by firming and storage, because we know that was the cheapest option.
The ANU has extended an olive branch to the parents and operators of its 4 heritage-listed childcare centres, which it plans on closing down to make way for 2 new sites. The university says the new facilities are needed because improvements and renovations are limited on the current centres due to their heritage listing. It's instead invited the current operators to weigh in on how they'd manage the 2 new proposed centres. And exciting news for musical fans, with Dear Evan Hansen making its way to the Canberra Theatre stage in February next year. The show features music from the Grammy and Academy Award-winning writers known for their work in La La Land. Tickets are on sale soon.
Win big with the Great Aussie Giveaway. You could win a share in over 200k of incredible prizes. To enter, get your free property report at aussie.com.au. Discover the potential selling value of your home or any Australian property. It's your chance to drive home the ultimate adventure prize, a Toyota Hilux Rogue and Easy Trail Caravan. Plus, there's over 65k of weekly prizes up for grabs. For your chance to win, get your free property report at aussie.com.au or meet an Aussie broker.
Make Australia's best-selling compact SUV yours today. Get that new car feeling for less in a brand new MG ZS from just $22,990 drive away. Hurry into your local MG today.
Amplify CBR Sport Harvey Norman clearance on now at Fishwick and Belconnen. Must end June 30.
Checking sport, the AFL will consider recommendations from Sports Integrity Australia as it reviews its illicit drugs policy. It suggested there be independent oversight after clearing the league of claims it allows players to fake injuries to avoid positive test results. AFL boss Andrew Dillon says they take the issue seriously.
I want to reiterate that we do not, have not and will not condone the use of illicit drugs, and that is why we have an illicit drugs policy.
This is Will, and Will always likes more. That's why Will uses car sales to buy a car. We have over 200,000 new, used and demo cars to choose from, all there on the app.
Perfect.
Car sales in Melbourne Storm. More, better.
Amplify CBR weather. join the Canberra Labour Club and go in the draw to win $5,000.
Dropping down to -2 degrees overnight, while some morning frost and partly cloudy tomorrow, getting up to 13. Get the latest news anytime with Amplify's Canberracast podcast.
Traffic. Nominate your charity for this month's Community First $500 donation at geraldslaven.com.au.
In Phillip, it's a busy run for Cullum Drive, Hindmice Drive and Melrose Drive both ways. No issues in Canberra for Drakeford Drive south into Oxley. Congestion in Theodore for the Monero Highway northbound approaching Johnson Drive. We still have peak hour traffic causing issues in Majura on the Majura Parkway northbound approaching the Federal Highway. Absolutely everything is on sale at Freedom. Get 20 to 60% off all furniture, including sofas, dining, outdoor, bedroom and mattresses store-wide. Sale ends Monday only at Freedom. We'll wake up with Kristen and Nige and drive home with Canberra Wrapped on Mix 106.3.
Prepare to go offline. Off screens. Off socials. And off-road. Prepare to be moved. The all-new Nissan Pathfinder.
Yuma, good evening. I'm Madeline Riddell. The PM has revealed a manifesto written by a teenager who's been charged with a terrorism offence included a direct threat to his family. A 19-year-old has been charged with planning a terrorist act after walking into the electorate office of a Newcastle MP armed with a knife, hammer and saw. An emotional Anthony Albanese says there's no place for this stuff in Australia.
That documentation that was made is very concerning, including threats not just to Labor MPs, but to others, to my family.
While the numbers have been crunched with data showing this year's Summernats brought in $43.6 million for the ACT. Over 2,500 entrants and 130,000 people attended in January, while 78% of Summernats visitors were from interstate. ACT authorities have confirmed the country's latest bird flu detection was brought in from New South Wales. The virus has now spread to farms in the ACT, WA, Victoria and New South Wales. Speaking on the ABC, Professor Marcel Claassen from Deakin University doesn't think it'll spread to a fifth jurisdiction.
No, I don't think that will happen. So the authorities or the various departments of agriculture, they're on top of it.
And big crowds are expected at Epic tomorrow for the return of the handmade markets. Entry is free, with doors opening from 10 a.m. across the weekend.
Win big with the Great Aussie Giveaway. You could win a share in over 200k of incredible prizes. To enter, get your free property report at aussie.com.au. Discover the potential selling value of your home or any Australian property. It's your chance to drive home the ultimate adventure prize, a Toyota Hilux Rogue and Easy Trail Caravan. Plus, there's over 65k of weekly prizes up for grabs. For your chance to win, get your free property report at aussie.com.au or meet an Aussie broker.
Make Australia's best-selling compact SUV yours today. Get that new car feeling for less in a brand new MG ZS from just $22,990 drive away. Hurry into your local MG today.
Amplify CBR Sport. Harvey Norman clearance on now at Fishwick and Belconnen. Must end June 30.
Checking sport, the Giants have announced the inclusion of 3 key players for the Saturday's night clash with the Crows. Vice-captain Stephen Cornelio, reliable defender Harry Perryman and emerging leader Isaac Cumming have all been announced. Kickoff is at 7:30. While the Socceroos have been drawn in a tough group for the next stage of the 2026 World Cup qualifying. They're facing bogey sides Japan and Saudi Arabia from September. And history for Queensland last night, winning the first ever best-of-3 women's Origin series with a 22-6 win over the Sky Blues in Townsville.
The atmosphere was unreal, the crowd was so good.
Taryn Aitken speaking on 9 there.
This is Will, and Will always likes more. That's why Will uses car sales to buy a car. We have over 200,000 new, used and demo cars to choose from, all there on the app.
Perfect.
Car sales in Melbourne Storm. More, better.
Amplify CBR weather. Join the Canberra Labour Club and go in the draw to win $5,000.
Dropping down to -1 degree overnight tonight, while some showers tomorrow and getting up to 14. Get the latest news anytime with Amplify's Canberracast podcast.